Miriam Sreeram. I work for the ICAR-Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute. My colleagues and I took up a very basic survey for understanding human jellyfish interactions, basic engagement in identifying the issues affecting about 191,000 marine fishers seasonally. They have encountered these problems year after year. And so this is it? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Well, the target responders were marine fisheries stakeholders, from active fishers to vendors. They have a consummate experience in encountering and dealing with jellyfish. The perception analysis was performed on data obtained through a structured interview-based survey of approximately 360 respondents, about 60 stakeholders from each of the 6 maritime districts of northern, central, and southern Kerala. These were Malappuram, Thrissur, Ernakulam, Alappuzha, Kollam, and Thiruvananthapuram district. And the methods used was a weighted questionnaire. We drew inspiration from the works of Reed et al. 2009 and Ackerman and Eden 2011. And for designing a questionnaire with objective and subjective questions on jellyfish blooms and its deleterious effects on fisher livelihood, perceptions were noted on the diversity, seasonality, intensity of swarms, disruption of fishery, spoilage of catch, avoidance of swarms, reasons for proliferation, intensity of jellyfish stings, and remedies which were gathered. Now, I will go on to the exact details of the questions that were asked. We asked 6 questions on negative impacts created by jellyfish swarms on fishing. The first was, is it required to travel further for fishing on increased number of hauls due to jellyfish swarming? The answers were rated from an absolute no to a positive response. And the answer for this question was mostly sometimes, and also towards the more in agreement with the question. The second question asked was, is time taken to sort fishes affected by jellyfish not increasing, or a small increase, or large increase? Again, the answer was sometimes. But the most encountered answer was sometimes. And also, many fishers responded positively to this question, that there is a large increase in the time taken. Do jellyfish affect the quantity of fish caught? The options were not decreasing, or slightly lower, or largely decreasing. And again, here the answers were ranging from sometimes to a large decrease. How often are the nets clogged by jellyfishes? Like Ramkumar had just said, this is one of the major problems encountered with fishers. Here the answer was a very strong affirmation. Yes, the nets are clogged by jellyfishes. Do jellyfish interrupt fishing? The answer again was temporarily yes, and sometimes to a greater extent. How severe is the pain due to the sting of the jellyfishes? Here it is very interesting. The people mostly answered that it is just a mild problem, but some definitely said that there is a strong problem. Perceptions on jellyfish blooms. These questions, we asked 5 questions. Well, how does climate change affect the jellyfish blooms? Did they have any understanding of that? We asked whether increased temperature in seawater, which accompanies increasing atmospheric temperature, was causing increased or decreased jellyfish blooms. The answer is that they understood that yes, there is a strong increase in jellyfish blooms as accompanying the global warming phenomena. We also asked the increase of habitats. Do they know about the increased habitats by building seawalls in coastal areas, whether the polyp phase of jellyfish get space to hold on to and multiply. And the answer that we got from them was they had no proper understanding of this particular phenomenon. So the answers were mostly no. We asked if they knew about jellyfishes being invasive species brought in mainly through shipping. Again, the answer, they did not know about this. The answer was no, mostly. We asked about increased nutrients in the sea, the large-scale exposure of nutrients from land to the sea, which results in increase in the number of phytoplankton, and thereby a number of increase in jellyfishes. Here, they did have some knowledge about this phenomenon. They did understand that increased nutrients do increase phytoplankton and thereby increasing the jellyfish in the sea. We also asked if overfishing can lead to a shortage of fish that feed on jellyfish and a decrease in the predators in the food chain. Here again, they had quite an understanding of what the ecosystem that they fish in. They did say that the answers were mostly sometimes yes, and ranged also to positively yes. Now we asked for solutions on their problems. First, we asked if some kind of treatment is required for jellyfish stings. And here we found that most of them consider jellyfish stings as something that is which they can deal with easily. They did not really ask for go in for hospitalization or seek medical attention for their jellyfish stings when they occur. We also asked, can the harm caused by jellyfishes avoided by adopting special fishing methods? The resounding answer was no, there is no solution to this particular problem. So I'll summarize the results. The negative impacts of blooms on fishing. Traveling time and net hauls can obviously be increased, have obviously increased. That is 50% opined sometimes, and 39.3% said it is something normal. Catch sorting time, definite increase, 60.3% said there's a large increase. Decreased fish catches, 38.3% said there's a slight dent in fish catches, whereas 53% said there's a large decrease. Clogging of nets, they said is quite normal. 70.67% said yes. Fishing interruption during swarming, 41% said temporarily, and 55% said completely. Jellyfish sting during operations, minor inconvenience is what people said, but some did say, 51.6% did say there is severe problems caused by jellyfish stinging. Perception of causes, climate change, major cause which is understood. Overfishing is not fully able to connect to the phenomenon. Coastal underwater artificial structures, limited understanding of jellyfish cycles. Increased nutrients, some basic awareness of pollution is there, therefore they were able to identify this. Invasion through shipping, limited knowledge on such aspects. What did we gain from asking these questions to them? 99% said there's no need for special medical attention. They instead rely on self-treatment using kerosene oil, cooking oil, seawater, or mud. 91.67% believes that there is no solution to this to the harm that is caused by recurrent swarms. That is, there is no special fishing method that can be adopted. There is a general consensus among fishers that although various species are distributed throughout the region year-round, swarming usually occurs during after the second monsoon and going on increasing till the intensity of the summer as the summer proceeds. Blooms generally normally have the arrival of are at the arrival of the summer monsoon time. Cyanea, Lycorrhiza, Netrosoma, Chrysora, Crabionella, Acrometus, and comb jellies are the main swarming species in the surveyed areas. Finally, we come to the conclusion that we do need awareness campaigns to spread the word among the fishers. That in Kerala, the vernacular term used for jellyfishes is chori, which means irritation or scratching. So the fishers do have a rather negative perspective of jellyfishes. It's only from 2013 onwards when the one particular species, Craminella orsini, started being harvested for edible purposes and exported, did the jellyfish, did the fishermen actually perceive a positive perspective to jellyfishes? So what is the way forward that we are planning on? Just a moment. Comparison of pre and post perceptions after holding awareness campaigns. We also have gear-wise and district-wise data which we will assess further. This is only a very preliminary analysis of the data we have. And we will attempt to find solutions using indigenous technical knowledge and current science. Thank you.